Hey, how are you? Welcome to FAB 806. We're working on the 68 Chevelle. Today is, well, my welder, if y'all remember, broke. So I've got my TIG welder and I'm gonna try to clean all this up, finish welding this out, a couple of pinholes, shouldn't be much. And then the task of reinstalling all this, making it look good. But this time I'm not just gonna rough it in. This time I'm actually gonna clamp it, cleco it, whatever we gotta do in place. We just got it back yesterday from the blaster. Now you see some DP40, or is it DP50? I don't remember.
I think it was 50.
Yep, gray epoxy primer. I swear by that stuff. I mean, you want something to last forever, you got to put some good quality stuff on that. The black primer that comes, it's only sprayed on there to have it shipped overseas, so when it gets here it doesn't rust. A lot of people sand that and paint over it, and that's cool, I guess. It's your car. But the best way to do it is get it all off. Get you a good epoxy primer, one that's gonna stick to this metal and protect it, keep it sealed, and you'll be good. Quality of paint, it matters. And I would like to thank Scott at Texas Blast Works, because he's the one that does all my blasting and I've used him for many years. Next step, let's do some test fitting. Well, actually I'm gonna clean this up real quick first and then we'll go to test fitting. It's gonna be Operation Cleanup real quick since my welder messed up while we were cleaning that up. It's a little wax and grease remover to clean my welding rod and also clean the space that I'm gonna be, or where I'm gonna be welding. Make sure that is nice and clean. Give me a hammer. Ground, most important. All right, folks, let's get busy. I'm gonna be trying to put all this front on. Start off with the Firewall. Try to get it in there. Just like that. And then my cowl. Voila, something like that. What do I feel like I'm missing a lot? I feel like I'm missing a piece. What the heck am I missing?
So we're going over our parts, and we think we're missing some parts.
I think I'm missing some parts.
So the Firewall, or there's a cowl shoulder assembly
That we forgot to order.
And then there's the reinforcement that goes from the Firewall to the frame. So there's some bracing that we need to order.
I'm gonna go ahead and start drilling some holes.
Okay.
And at least cleco it in place. So pull the front clecos off, and then we'll set this in there. Go up here.
You want me to go ahead and put my cleco back?
Yeah.
All right.
Clamp this down right here. So my friends, if you really do like what you see, like being able to build a car in detail, being able to see how the work's getting done, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, comment, you know. Got any questions, email me. I have an email, Interested in a chop class? I do chop classes all over. I travel. Interested in some merch? Hey, we've got that too. So any support, guys, is great. We thank you so much for joining us and being with us and being a part of our show. Thank you. Oh, and we have a new P.O. box. So if you want to send us something cool, we appreciate you in advance. All right, back to work. I do every 2 inches. I measure them out. I want this to look uniform. I don't like to use the word show car because every classic's the show car, right? It doesn't matter what condition it's in. But this one, we are planning on putting it on the circuit and showing it around. So I just want to be able to do as much detail. Somebody would get it, you know what I mean? Not everybody understands. It's all in the detail. Try to go up a little bit more on this, see if that helps. I'll put more pressure on it. All right. You good? Just to hear more. I know it's like a lot, but
Oh, it is right there.
right there.
Yeah,
I felt it. All right. Let me re-drill my hole and go back up. Too much?
No, I think you hit it.
But I covered up my. It's very nice. Very nice. Okay. I'm gonna move you again over here so I can at least get an idea of what's going on. What I'm doing is I'm using the round part and I'm hitting that curve and I'm stretching the metal so it'll fit flat in this corner. So now when I drill my hole and put my Cleco in, there it is. Now we have a perfect hole. And of course I'm going to beat these flatter before I actually weld it in. But y'all get the idea. So now I'm going to do the same thing. There's a little bit of, see some gaps right here, but I will figure out how to get that in control. This side, for some reason, is fitting a little bit better. When my hands start locking up, that means it's time. I'm gonna drill 2 more holes, 1 more Cleco, pull some of these clamps off, go from there. Okay, there we are. Clecoed in, coming around. We're missing the cow, no biggie. Here's the firewall. We come into the cab. Look at the cab, look at the ceiling. Everything looks great. So what I did, I found a piece of scrap. I cut it in half. Luckily it was 20 inches long and I'm using 10 inches on each side to weld onto my frame so we can lift this up, push it over, and set it on the frame. Sounds exciting, a little scary, but you know what I'm gonna do is just balance this on here, clamp it down, then we're gonna go to town on some weld right here, just because it cannot break on me, you know what I mean? It's that kind of situation that we're working with. Turn my machine on. I don't want to leave me too much work, so I'm just gonna tack the back. I really want to run seams down the side just to give it strength. It's not gonna be there long. All I need to do is move my body onto the chassis, and then once I get it on the chassis, then I need to be able to remove it again. We'll figure it out, because the only hard part for me is once we get this up and moved over, I'm gonna have to not be able to tack it to my inner bracing. I'm gonna have to just trust that it's strong enough. Does that make sense? I don't like welding onto my arms of my rotisserie, but luckily I'll be the one grinding them off so I don't thin out my arms. Okie doke. So now that that's been settled, I'm going to attempt to lift this up some. And yes, I am nervous. And not that I don't trust these welds, but hold on. I'm gonna clamp these down as well. Well, first I'll go up so you can see that it's a good weld. All the pressure right now is on my stands, but I could even that pressure out right here, getting this to come up. Okay, there we are. We're off. We are off the stands. I'm not gonna go too far up because I want to make sure that it's gonna be good. So that side is grabbing the thickness of the pipe, of the tubing, and this one's coming in a little bit more than the other side. Like I said, I don't want to tack it because I don't want to put them in place. I want to be able to take this off, come back, put it back. But at the same time, I can't have this thing fall off. So let's go back down for a second. I'm happy with the welds. They look great. They're not making any weird noises. So I know that those are great. I'm not going to come up here because I'm going to probably come up with something for the front. Here we go. I got the answer: a plate or more tubing. I guess whichever is convenient, right? Just gonna use a piece of square tubing, set it on there, and then just give it a couple of tacks to hold it in place. Let me cut this in half. I don't know if y'all saw that or missed that, but that was a close call. We'll just leave it at that. Don't tell Laura. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're coming to this side. We're on track. So I'm just gonna leave this like this. I feel pretty comfortable leaving it with the weight on the arms. These welds are being held beautifully. You don't just got these on for extra security, but you know, if it breaks, it's gonna break. It's not gonna hold. I won't be able to hold it. So I think I'm missing 2 body bushings. I can't find them. I ordered a new set, but it won't be here until next week. So I know where my body bushings go. I just need to make sure 100% that I've got them all in the right spot. So for that, I'm gonna get my Shilton's Auto Repair Manual. It's got Chevelle in here. It's got everything in here from A to V. Let's go straight to the Chevelle, which we're looking at page 131. Nope, just a subframe off a Camaro. I don't know if you guys can see there. you see 2 body bushings in the back. I don't have any right now. And then you see 2 there, I have those. But I wish I could see where the other ones went to. And I believe I'm missing 2. Okay, well, it's good visiting the Shilton, but no help. So now I gotta cut these off. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to bring my machine around. All I really want to do here is make sure that this thing is strong. And basically all I'm doing here is just reinforcing these welds back here to make sure that when I set my body here, that it's not so heavy that these welds pop. Or if I gotta grind some of this top off, that'll be fine. I just wanna make sure that it doesn't move. So I know I'm missing what I think is 2 of these. The thing is, if I set it, man, just gonna have to do it. Really just gonna have to just do it.